What's going on, y'all? Never been on tech support and they give you the wrong answer? That's been us twice since we've been to this job. This is an inverter system where tech support swore that it was the drive, and that wasn't the issue at all. I wasn't on the previous original 2 calls, but when the last tech was here, I decided to phone a friend. Shout out to Joe Shear, led me right down the path where it needed to be, so I got a pressure transducer and a high pressure switch, and we're gonna see which one is gonna fix this inverter system. And now we simply just wait for this system to come on. We're going to check our pressures. We can put this thing in test mode and see if it all comes up to full speed and hope we don't need that high pressure switch. I know. Yeah, let's see what happens.
Which I guess is part of the pressure.
Yeah, well, because it was like, the pressures were really off. Am I right? Except hot feet when you're on the job site. That's why I use Camel City Mill socks, and you should too. Not only is Camel City Mill the best work sock, but they are the best sock in general. Not only are they made here in America, but they use Ironside Dan Merino wool, which is the epitome of moisture wicking material out there. Not only do they have reinforced toes and heels, and they have a 10-year warranty, that's better than some of the manufacturers we deal with. So go ahead and click the link down below, use discount code Krauss, save yourself some money, your feet will thank you. Now let's get on with this video. See, it's kicking up. You hear it?
Slowly, yeah.
Yep.
That's where it stopped last time. It didn't go any faster.
Yep. Just kicked up again. There she goes, baby. Slowly bringing up our low side there, getting our high side pretty consistent. She's still ramping. Yeah, that was letting us know that this transducer was reading like almost 700 psi, and that's why it would keep it as it would only keep this thing as low as it was running, so you know, not to damage anything.
This is like a one-shot pressure sensor. It's got one input, from the line, and then it hooks up to this.
The plug goes in through, and through its algorithm senses where the pressure temperature should be, and that's what relegates the speed of the compressor and the fan. Based on the resistance and all that stuff where it should be. So fortunately, we didn't have to replace that high pressure switch. I didn't want to have to do all the recovery. It was just the transducer, which was giving the system false readings, reading like 700 PSI opposed to the 270 or whatever that the previous techs were getting. Look, I'm not afraid to call tech support if I have to. I have Joe Shear in my back pocket, fortunately, and he knows a whole hell of a lot more than the tech support over there at Rude, quite frankly. So with this particular system, the code that was being thrown out isn't even in the books. It was one code past where the book stopped, and fortunately, I have him in my back pocket to be able to call because, again, like I said, he's a super intelligent individual. He just led us down the right path because tech support, at the end of the day, it did say replace the drive in their step-by-step diagnostic, but what led to that being the problem? Like, why is it reading low suction or whatever, I forget what the code is, I'll put it on the screen, but why is it reading that? And basic understanding of how the system operates, it has to go through these pressure switches and transducers. Shout out to Joe again. If you guys know people like that, don't be afraid to call them. Sometimes you might sound like a nuisance, but you know, he picks up when I call him, and I truly, from the bottom of my heart, really appreciate it. But with that being said, if you guys could smash the like button, consider subscribing. All my subscribers, y'all already know, I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Later.